Okay, so we're on the good old-fashioned dessert. I'm going for Old Faithful, which is just the kind of Ena secret pudding. I've got a Swiss roll, chocolate Swiss roll. That was £1. I'm going to cut it up in slices and line the tin. I've got a little bit of Madeira cake as well, and I don't know whether I'm going to use that or not. Maybe not. But literally just sort of lining the bottom of the tin with the Swiss roll. Pretty straightforward. There's my Madeira cake. Again, I'm just going to cut slices of this, and I'm going to line the sides. So again, I think the Madeira cake was about 99p, something like that. So just going to cut about half a dozen, maybe 8 slices. And like I say, all I'm going to do is just line the sides of the tin. The brilliant thing about this little cake is you can get your kids to do it. So if you're preparing dinner or barbecue or something and you've got young kids, you can just put them to work. And you know, you're doing the dinner, kids are doing the pudding. Everybody's kind of involved and got something to do. You know, so that's literally all I'm doing, just lining the edge of the tin. Right, so that's our pudding. Now what I'm going to do is cut some bananas into small slices, fill up that gap, custard on top. That's going to be our pudding. All I've done is just got a pound of bananas, cut them up into, just run a knife through them, put them in the middle of the cake, and then we're going to fill it up with custard, and that's going to be us. Okay, so Devonshire cream custard on the top. All I'm going to do is just leave that to kind of soak through and down. Grate a biscuit on the top, and that's going to be dessert. Can't come out in the field without a dessert. The only biscuits that I've got are chocolate macaroon. Got a little bit of grater and a little bit of chocolate on the top. Ultimately, we put this in the fridge or the freezer for 20 minutes, but being in the middle of a field in the middle of nowhere, that's probably not going to happen. So, don't know, leave it at 10 minutes to set, and we'll be serving it up. Yummy. Okay, let's talk about the solar shower. So, solar shower, it's a 4-inch waste pipe, sort of thing we put in the sewerage systems in a domestic house. Pipe was about 3 metres long, I think, 2 end caps. It's got a kind of T-joint that makes the filler cap, and I'll show you all of this. In one end, I've put a normal kind of plastic yard tap and the tyre valve out of a aluminium rimmed wheel. And what you do is I hook up my compressor, I put about 30 pounds of pressure into the container, it's pressurised. That puts the 5 gallons of water in it under pressure. I've got a kind of garden hose with a twizzly hose pipe and a garden sprinkler that you would kind of water your plants with. So that becomes my shower head, that becomes my water source for a bit of washing up and stuff. This contraption behind me is just a random bit of plastic that I had lying around the house spare. It's the membrane you put down for weeds and stuff. But I just whizzed it through the sewing machine and it made a waterproof shower curtain. And the top bit I've just made out of
It's the shower.
pipe. I put some wooden dowel rods inside the pipe just to give it a little bit of rigidity, and just put a little bit of glue on that to make it a little bit stronger. And that is the shower cubicle. So now what I'm going to do is pressurise the system for you, and Yes, Roach is going to have a shower in the middle of nowhere, and yeah, I'm not going to show you that. But rest assured, it's a solar shower. So I painted it black. I've just put some bed liner, a couple of coats of bed liner, just sort of sanded it down, wiped it down with some white spirit, sanded it down to rough the surface up, painted it in bed liner. The reason I've done that is because the black bed liner soaks up the heat. So I'll drop in some photographs, but basically I checked the water temperature when I filled it up, and I checked the water temperature once it had been in the sun for a good few hours, and the water temperature was 39 degrees, you know, so 39 is pretty warm for kind of shower in the middle of nowhere. So take you in a little bit closer, show you how it works, and let's do some ablutions, you know, have a little bit of a shower, wash my teeth, all that sort of stuff, get ready for the day. But so this end of the solar shower we've just blanked off. That's just a blanking cap. So there's a connector piece that goes on the end of the pipe, and in the end of the connector there's like a plug, and it's all cemented together. Hopefully it's airtight, it's definitely watertight. So we're going to pressurise the system to about 30 pounds of pressure, and hopefully have a lovely shower. So here's my T-Max compressor, just a tyre compressor that I use for doing my tyres when I'm on and off road. I've rigged it up just on a couple of crocodile clips to the auxiliary 100 amp hour deep cycle battery, and I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to charge up the solar shower. I'm hoping it will reach, I think that will give us about 7.5 metres, that flexi hose, so it should reach no problems at all. So we had the lack of a willing volunteer, but this is my kind of Dolby kit in the field. Bit of shower gel and the old solar shower. Oh, yes. How simple is that, everybody? And that is really quite warm. How civilised. A nice pot of tea. Another brilliant little purchase from a church hall jumble sale. Gonna have a brew before we snuggle down for the night.